I didn't expect it to be that much. If you've been in private practice for any length of time, you have probably heard that phrase, or at least seen the look from potential clients who really, they knew attorneys were expensive, but they didn't understand they were that expensive. Here's the problem. They don't understand why. And you can explain your bills to them, and you can explain why your rent is what it is, your student loans, your staff, quarterlies are coming up, that it really does take a lot of money to run a law firm. You can explain that no, you really don't earn $300 or $500 an hour. That's not how it works. You can explain all that, and guess what? They don't care. And they shouldn't care. It's not, why would they care? What they care about is what they're getting for the money. And I think that many times our clients do not understand what they are getting for their money. And it's very difficult in any service industry to explain that to clients. But it's even more difficult in our industry because we can't guarantee anything. What we're really selling people is a shot. A shot at getting what they want in litigation, a shot at getting the custody arrangement that they want, a pretty good shot at getting the estate plan that they want. But we can't guarantee anything, and that is difficult to explain to clients. Here are some of the things that have helped me in my practice to get clients to understand the value. Number one, I tell them what the value is, depending on what the transaction is. So if it's an estate plan, that's easy. You can say, without this plan, this is what it's going to cost the estate. This is what it's going to cost your children in terms of time, in terms of energy. Put them in that scene where this is your hospital bed with the plan, this is it without. Big difference. Then they get the value of that, and they're willing to pay for that. Family law. Again, you're providing them a good shot at what they want. People understand that. I had a client who was having a hard time with the idea that she was probably going to have to pay more money than she probably what was fair and reasonable, but to get out of a very messy, contentious divorce. And I asked her to just close her eyes and tell me what she would pay if it was done that day. And she gave me a number, and it was a big number. She was a doctor, she had her own practice, and this litigation was just impacting her life so negatively. And once we went through that exercise, she got it. She got that this was costing her now. And we got through it. Now, the case didn't settle because we made a big offer and they refused it, and that's fine. But she understood the value of paying when we phrased it in terms of what it was doing to her life. Also, explaining to your clients specifically why going with you, even at a higher rate, is going to be far better for them than going down the street to someone who is charging far less. And you can do that without disparaging any other attorney. But when you are charging, let's say, $5,000 for a matter, and the attorney down the street is charging $1,500 for the same matter, we all have about the same expenses. So what does that mean? That means the attorney down the street who's charging $1,500 has to make up the numbers. So they have to bring in 3 times the number of clients, which is going to take a lot more time and effort on their part to bring in those clients. And that's time that is not being used to spend on their matters. They also have 3 times the matters that you have. Now, if you're a client, who do you want to go to? Do you want to go to the attorney who only takes 5 matters a month? Or the attorney that takes 15? I want to go to the attorney that takes 5, and I'm willing to pay that price if I understand what the difference is. But if I have no basis of comparison other than 1,500 versus 5, I'm going with the 1,500. So it's up to us to explain why our prices are higher, what people are getting from our services. The other thing that happens when your prices are higher is the level of sophistication in your clients will rise. So you will get more sophisticated clients that understand it, that get the value of time and get what you are providing. So the higher your prices, the less you're going to have to explain why your prices are high. It's just kind of the way it works. There are some clients who are never going to get it and who are always going to want cheaper, cheaper, cheaper. Those are not your clients. Let them go. Let them go be represented by another attorney. It's just not worth your time. Again, you want to do, you don't want a mill. You don't want all of these clients one after another at a cheaper rate. So if you have not increased your prices in the last year, I'm going to urge you to do so, like today. It's far better, again, to have fewer clients at a higher rate than just a whole lot of clients at a much lower rate. So I would encourage you, look at your rates. If you like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. And again, I would encourage you to buy the course, The Happier Attorney, where all of this is covered and so much more so that you can do a great job for your clients and get paid without all of the hassle. Thanks so much.